Welcome to Objects of Time Shoes. Hey everybody, welcome to Objects of Time, where we explore the history of everyday things. And today we're diving feet first into the wonderful world of shoes. Can you imagine life without shoes? Ouch, right? We wear them every day, but have you ever stopped to think about where shoes came from? Believe it or not, shoes have been around for a long time, like way before iPhones and even sliced bread. We're talking thousands of years. So buckle up, or should I say tie your laces, and get ready for a hilarious and fascinating journey through the history of shoes. Our first stop takes us all the way back to ancient Egypt. Talk about a stylish civilization. They were all about looking good, even when it came to their feet. The Egyptians rocked some pretty cool sandals made from papyrus and palm leaves. Can you imagine making shoes out of plants? They were very practical for the hot desert climate. And guess what? The Egyptians even had special sandals just for going to the bathroom. Now that's what I call fancy footwear. But sandals weren't just for everyday wear. Pharaohs and other important folks wore elaborate sandals decorated with gold and jewels. Talk about making a statement. Next up, we're hopping over to ancient Greece, the land of gods, goddesses, and really comfy sandals. The Greeks loved their sandals. They even had different types for men, women, and even activities like going to war. Can you imagine having separate shoes for battle? One of the most famous Greek sandals is the Hermes sandal, named after the messenger god. It had wings on the sides. Okay, not real wings, but you have to admit, that's pretty cool. And let's not forget about the gladiators. They wore special sandals with straps that went all the way up their legs. Not exactly ideal for a trip to the grocery store, but hey, they looked fierce. From Greece, we travel to ancient Rome, a civilization known for its practicality and, you guessed it, its shoes. The Romans were all about function. They needed shoes that could handle long marches, conquering new lands, and maybe even a chariot race or two. They came up with some pretty ingenious designs like the calce, closed-toe shoes that looked a bit like modern-day boots. They even had hobnails, small metal studs, on the bottom for extra grip. Talk about traction. And if you were a Roman soldier, you wore caligae, heavy-duty sandals with straps that went up the leg. These shoes were so tough they could probably survive a Roman gladiator battle. Section 5. Medieval times. Where did my toes go? Hold on to your hats, or should I say, your pointy shoes, because we're about to enter the medieval period. This is where things get a little interesting in the shoe department. You see, during the Middle Ages, pointy shoes were all the rage. And when I say pointy, I mean pointy. These shoes were so long and pointed they practically looked like elf shoes. These shoes were so long and pointed they practically looked like elf shoes. Imagine trying to walk around with what looks like a small sword attached to your foot. Why so pointy, you ask? Well, some say it was a status symbol. The longer your shoes, the wealthier you were. It was a way to show off your social standing without saying a word. Others say it was just the fashion at the time. Just like how we have trends today, they had theirs back then. Whatever the reason, these shoes weren't exactly known for their comfort. Imagine trying to navigate cobblestone streets in those. But hey, fashion is pain, right? Or at least that's what they said back then. These shoes were often made from leather and could be quite stiff, making them even more uncomfortable. Yet, despite the discomfort, people wore them proudly. It just goes to show how far people will go for fashion. So next time you complain about your shoes, just remember, it could be worse. You could be wearing medieval pointy shoes. Section 6. Platforms and power in the 17th and 18th centuries. Get ready to step up your shoe game because we're entering the 17th and 18th centuries, a time when shoes reached new heights. Literally. This era was all about platforms, and I'm not talking about the kind you dance on. These platforms were attached to shoes, making people taller and, they believed, more important. Imagine walking around in shoes that added several inches to your height. Talk about a workout for your calves. But platforms weren't just about power, they were also practical. The streets back then weren't exactly paved with gold, or even cobblestones in some cases. Platforms helped people avoid the mud and muck. Section 7. Industrial Revolution. Let's get to work in better shoes. Hold on to your horses, or should I say your work boots, because the Industrial Revolution is here. And with it, a whole new demand for practical and durable footwear. Factories were popping up everywhere and people needed shoes that could handle long hours on their feet. No more fancy platforms or pointy toes. This is where work boots really came into their own. Made from tough leather with sturdy soles, these boots were built to last. They were the perfect footwear for the working class, and for the first time, shoes were being mass-produced in factories, making them more affordable and accessible to everyone. Section 8. Sneakers. From humble beginnings to fashion icons, sneakers have truly transformed over the years. Get ready to jump for joy because we're entering the age of the sneaker. These versatile shoes have become a staple in our daily lives. That's right, those comfy, casual shoes we all know and love have a surprisingly long and fascinating history. It all started in the late 19th century with the invention of rubber. This innovation paved the way for a new kind of footwear. Suddenly, shoes could be made with soles that were both flexible and durable. This was a game changer in the world of footwear. The first sneakers were called plimsolls, and they were mainly used for sports and leisure activities. These early designs were simple but effective. But it wasn't long before sneakers caught on with the general public. People began to appreciate their comfort and practicality. And the rest, as they say, is history. Sneakers evolved rapidly, with new designs and technologies emerging over the decades. Sneakers have come a long way since their humble beginnings. From basic rubber soles to high-tech materials, the evolution is remarkable. Today they're not just for athletes. Sneakers have crossed over into the world of fashion, becoming a key element in many stylish outfits. They're a fashion statement, a cultural icon, and a must-have in every shoe closet. Whether you're dressing up or down, there's a sneaker for every occasion. Limited edition releases and collaborations with designers have turned sneakers into collectible items. Enthusiasts eagerly await new drops. Customization has also become a huge trend, allowing individuals to express their personal style through their footwear. Sneakers have truly become a global phenomenon, transcending age, gender, and culture. They unite us in our love for comfort and style. As we look to the future, the possibilities for sneaker design and technology are endless. Who knows what the next big innovation will be? One thing is for sure, sneakers will continue to be an essential part of our lives, providing comfort, style, and a sense of identity for generations to come. Section 9. High heels, high fashion, high maintenance. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to be amazed by the enduring allure of high heels. These sky-high shoes have been a symbol of femininity, glamour, and, let's be honest, a little bit of pain for centuries. While high heels have been around in various forms for ages, they really took off in the 20th century as a fashion statement for women. From stilettos to wedges to platforms, there's a high heel for every occasion and every level of pain tolerance. But let's be real, high heels aren't exactly known for their practicality. Walking in them can be a challenge, and let's not even talk about running for the bus. But for many, the height and confidence boost are worth the effort. Section 10. The future of footwear. What's next? As we reach the end of our journey through the history of shoes, one question remains. What does the future hold for footwear? With technology constantly evolving, the possibilities are endless. Imagine shoes that adapt to different terrains, shoes that track your steps and calories burned, or even shoes that change color to match your outfit. One thing's for sure, shoes will continue to evolve and adapt to our needs and desires. Whether we're looking for comfort, style, or a little bit of both, there's a shoe out there for everyone. So, let's step into the future of footwear with open minds, and comfortable shoes of course. Section 11. Step into the past, walk into the future. Well, there you have it, folks. A whirlwind tour through the history of shoes, from ancient sandals to modern sneakers and everything in between. Shoes have been an essential part of human life for thousands of years, evolving in design, material, and purpose. Who knew that something we wear on our feet every day could have such a long and fascinating history? From the earliest known footwear made of plant fibers to the high-tech sneakers of today, shoes tell a story of human ingenuity and adaptation. From practical footwear for work to elaborate designs that made a statement, shoes have served various functions throughout history. They protected our feet from harsh environments, signified social status, and even played roles in cultural rituals. Shoes have always been about more than just covering our feet. They are a reflection of the times, showcasing the materials and technologies available, as well as the prevailing fashion trends. They reflect our culture, our values, and our sense of style. From the wooden clogs of the Netherlands to the intricate beaded moccasins of Native American tribes, each pair of shoes tells a unique story about the people who wore them. So the next time you slip on your favorite pair of shoes, take a moment to appreciate the long and colorful history that led to that very moment. Think about the countless innovations and cultural shifts that have influenced the design and function of your footwear. Take a moment to appreciate the long and colorful history that led to that very moment. Each pair of shoes you own is a culmination of centuries of craftsmanship and creativity. And remember, whether you're rocking a pair of ancient Egyptian sandals or the latest sneakers, each step you take is a nod to the past and a stride into the future. Always wear your shoes with confidence. Let them be an extension of your personality and a testament to the journey of human civilization. Because at the end of the day, it's not about the shoes themselves, but the stories they carry and the confidence they give you. It's about how they make you feel. Whether they give you the confidence to conquer the day or the comfort to relax, shoes are an integral part of our daily lives. If you enjoyed this journey through time, be sure to check out our other episodes of Objects of Time, where we delve into the fascinating histories of everyday items. Be sure to check out our other episodes of Objects of Time, where we explore the history of everyday things. From the evolution of the humble spoon to the history of the wheel, there's always something new to discover, where we explore the history of everyday things. Each episode is a deep dive into the past, uncovering the stories behind the objects we often take for granted. Until next time, keep on stepping. Remember, every step you take is a part of history in the making.